In London this morning, Liz Truss made her first appearance in Parliament as Prime Minister. And here's that moment just an hour ago.
Mr. Speaker, I'm honoured to take my place as Prime Minister in this House and to take on responsibility at a vital time for our country. I am determined to deliver for everybody across our United Kingdom.
So there it was as she spoke to politicians, her party and opponents. Abby Kukodasan has been watching that in London. First full day at number 10 and off to her first Prime Minister's questions. How did that first head-to-head with opponents go?
Heather, they got right into the energy crisis. This is top of mind for millions of Brits. Energy bills are expected to go from about £1,000 a year to more than £3,000 on average starting next month. And opposition leader Keir Starmer says Liz's Conservative plans will not cut it. We don't have confirmed details on exactly what she will do, but it may include an energy price freeze that taxpayers may have to cover over the next 10 to 20 years. Labour wants the government to foot the bill, paying for it from a windfall tax on energy companies. Starmer said earlier in that session that energy companies will make about £170 billion profit off the crisis and that they should be taxed accordingly. Truss has ruled it out. Let's have a listen.
Well, I understand that people across our country are struggling with the cost of living and they're struggling with their energy bills. And that is why I, as Prime Minister, will take immediate action to help people with the cost of their energy bills. And I will be making an announcement to this House on that tomorrow.
So we should hear more details of her plan tomorrow. She did promise to unveil it sometime this week. And all of this happening as the European Union seeks to go ahead with a windfall tax of its own on energy companies, similar to what Keir Starmer is calling for here in the United Kingdom.
Abby, interesting, the scene inside the Parliament there she was on the front bench with her cabinet, the most diverse in British history, as we've talked about. That's an interesting aspect of this new government. What are people there? You told us yesterday how few Brits actually voted for Liz Truss as Prime Minister. What are they saying about their new PM?
Yeah, less than 1% of the British population voted for her. Less than the majority of the Tory party members who were eligible to vote for her voted for her. She only won by about 21,000 votes over Rishi Sunak. And according to the latest YouGov poll here in the United Kingdom, 67% rather, of Brits say they were not confident in her ability to handle the energy crisis. Here's what some of them had to say.
My friends are messaging me all the time. It's in a bad way. So she's got a lot of work to do, and I, to be honest, don't have much faith that she will do it, being a member of the Tory party.
Liz Truss and her family and her friends have no issue with this crisis. Nothing here affects them. The pandemic didn't affect them. You saw how they partied. It doesn't matter. Nothing affects them. Why would they care about people needing food banks and how the cost of living?
A lot of promises have been made. It'll be interesting to see whether or not she's able to deliver on them, because it's, as many people have said, a very large and tricky inbox.
Here, even with the Conservative Party voters, only 1 in 4 are pleased that she is the new Prime Minister, Heather. And experts say her support will come down to how she handles the cost of living crisis gripping the country, but also how she pulls her own party together after a very bruising leadership contest. We heard from former Prime Minister Boris Johnson yesterday. He called on Conservatives to unite behind her, and her rival Rishi Sunak also called for party unity after he lost to her. But she's only chosen loyalists to the top cabinet positions when they were announced in the last 24 hours, and there are concerns that the divisions won't just disappear now.
Abby Kukodasan, thank you very much in London.